Hey everyone, Tigertenaka here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Platinum. In the last part, we began our rematches for the Elite Four and beat Aaron here. In this part, we're going to be battling the next member of the Elite Four. I actually forgot her name. It's been way too long. It has been way too long. I almost called her Agatha. Quite the adorable trainer, but you've also got a spine. Bertha, that's what your name is. I feel so bad for not remembering your name. And just like any sensible ground-type user, she's gonna start out with a Whiscash. What, you expected her to start out with a Sandstream user? Nah, that's too mainstream. Anyway, Whiscash. It's... bleh. It's a water ground type and doesn't really have much going for it, what can I say? In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, it can learn Dragon Dance through breeding, but that's about it. That's really all I can say about Whiscash. Gliscor! Gonna go out to Frieza here, because it has Blizzard, and I can't be hit by ground type moves. What'd be scary is if her Gliscor actually had a Toxic Orb and had Poison Heal for its ability. That didn't exist in this generation. So, bye Gliscor, nice knowing ya. And I know I just switched pronunciations of the Pokemon's name. Happens all the time in the anime and you never see people complain about that. But yeah, Gliscor is actually a pretty good Pokemon in 4th gen. It was really good at stalling, and then in 5th gen is when it became the ultimate staller. I guess it was more used offensively in 4th gen since it had Sand Veil, so it could just set up Swords Dances for days while you miss. Hippowdon! Send out Ivy again. Because Napoleon may be a water type, but it's also a steel type, so ground moves are gonna hurt it. Not to mention, once Sandstream goes up, all of her rock, ground, and steel types gain a special defense boost. So, physical attacks it is! See how much damage this does. Well over half. I'm almost... That wasn't a crit, wow. Aw, not yawn. That's annoying. But hey, at least now I know Leaf Blade does pretty much all of its health. So I can just use a Giga Drain. Yeah, full restore. Use Giga Drain here, recover the Sandstorm damage, and then get it right back. Then use an Awakening or whatever on Ivy when it's asleep. I liked using Sandstorm teams up until 5th generation came along and Excadrill was introduced, when it was made specifically to be used in Sandstorm teams. And that was before it was banned, so you had a Sandrush Excadrill. And Sandrush basically makes the Pokemon speed double in Sandstorm. And it was already decently fast as it is. Not to mention get a Swords Dance going, and it's basically got +2 attack and +2 speed. It's ridiculous. Not to mention Sand was permanent when Sandstream came up. The only way to get rid of it was to change the weather. Hence the Weather Wars of 5th generation. Really glad they fixed that in 6th gen, so now no matter what, the longest possibility of weather staying up is 8 turns. Except for, you know, primal legendaries, weather changing abilities that are going to come out, but other than that, weather is no longer an issue in 6th gen. Anyway, I'm just completely wrecking Bertha's team here. Golem, it was a really good 1st generation Pokemon back when 1st generation was out. It had really high attack and defense, so it could take most anything that wasn't one of its weaknesses. And there were no hold items back then, so it could just beat stick its way through an entire team. Rhyperior, however, yeah, even if it's being faced with one of its weaknesses, it still is pretty good, because, well, Solid Rock weakens super effective moves' powers. And it has immensely high physical defense, one of the highest among rock types. I think I got a crit here, though. Yeah. What? I guess this one doesn't have Solid Rock. There's no way that should have one-hit KO'd a Rhyperior. That was ridiculous. Well, dear child, I must say, that was most impressive. Your Pokemon believed in you, and you did your blah. I can't read fast enough. You're quite something, youngster. I like how you and your Pokemon earned the win by working as one. That's what makes you so strong. I think you can go as far as you want. It wasn't so much me working as one with my Pokemon as it was just exploiting your quadruple weaknesses to, like, 2 types. Next time on Pokemon Platinum, we'll be rematching the next member of the Elite Four. See you guys then.